The boy laughed out loud. Too loud. Too mean. It was loud enough to make people look in the crowded food court. "Look at him," the teen said, pointing. "He wore boots in July. That crazy old man must think he's still in Vietnam." The crowd grew quiet, not because they felt sorry, but because they didn't care. The old man didn't say a word. He just sat alone on a bench, hands folded, eyes far away. A crumpled paper bag lay in his lap. His boots were shiny but old-fashioned. His heavy brown coat was worn out, and a faded military patch on the sleeve was barely visible. People glanced at him, then looked away. Some smiled, but most ignored him. He said nothing. Only one man did look away. Across the court, a Marine captain stopped walking. His tray shook a little in his hands. His eyes fixed on the old man's ring. It wasn't just any ring. It was a special silver band, made for only 12 men ever. 11 of them were gone now. The captain's chest tightened. Without thinking, he moved through the tables, ignoring the stares. The laughter stopped. "Sir," he said, his voice low and steady. The old man did not move. The captain knelt down. Not because he was weak, but out of respect. "Firebase Ripcord?" He asked. The old man blinked. His lips trembled a little. Then slowly, he nodded. A gasp came from nearby. People turned around, eyes wide. The teenager, who had been so sure of himself, now sat awkwardly. The captain stood and faced the crowd. He said just 3 words. This man led heroes. 60 years ago, the jungles of Vietnam were full of noise, heat, fire. Lost. Captain Henry Hawk Maddox led men on secret missions. These missions never made the news. They were black ops, ghost raids, rescue missions that saved lives but were never told. The cost was high. Hawk lost his hearing in 1971. He lost his team in 1972. He lost his home in 1974. By 1975, the war was over. But for Hawk, it never ended. He returned to a country that did not know him. No job, no friends, no thanks. The medals didn't mean anything to those around him. The noise of everyday life was louder than any battle he fought. All he kept was 1 coat, 1 pair of boots, and 1 ring. Every week, like clockwork, he came back to that bench. He watched, remembered, and grieved in silence. No one had ever asked his name. Until today. The Marine captain turned to the boy. "Do you know what it's like to carry the weight of 12 men on your back and still walk tall?" The boy looked down, red-faced and quiet. For the first time in years, the old man smiled. It was small, but it was there. Then something changed. An older woman stepped forward. She gently touched Hawk's shoulder. "My brother served under you. He never came back, but he wrote about you in every letter." Then a man from the sandwich shop came out, still wearing his apron, eyes wet. "My father told me stories about Firebase Ripcord, about a captain who never left a man behind." Within minutes, the food court was silent. Not because it was awkward, but out of respect. Phones went away. Hats came off. Children stood close to their parents and watched. The captain spoke again. "He isn't crazy. He's a lion among men. We walk free today because he crawled through fire, so we wouldn't have to." Someone clapped. Then another. Soon, everyone was standing in silence, thankful for the old man who never asked for praise. Real heroes don't shout to be heard. They move quietly so others can run free. Sometimes the loudest voice is the one that never speaks. That day, Hawk sat taller, not because he needed praise, but because for the first time in decades, someone truly saw him. Not as an old relic or a burden, but as a man who stood where few dared and came back when others couldn't. If this story moved you, tell us where you're watching from. Honor someone you know who served. And subscribe for more true stories that remind us real heroes walk quietly among us. This is Battlefield Echoes.